That's actually we haven't done this in a while. Yinzer.
All right,
All
Can
we
you
right.
should be
start the
live now.
introductions back
I
over again?
I
Like,
guess we start right back over. So,
Jesus,
uh,
Robert.
welcome back to the Holler Podcast. For our month hiatus, I'm gonna go word for word, try to do exactly what I said, so y'all didn't miss anything.
You already
We
messed
were
up because didn't say that in the first word.
Well, I don't know what to tell you anymore, but we are here. It was nice being away for about 4 weeks with how hectic life had gotten in various different ways. But we're back for a big night. Obviously, we're joined by our fearless leader, excuse me, Adam. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you, uh, Carl, Richard. How are you two doing tonight?
It's good to be back. We haven't sat down and talked for a while, so I kind of missed you in all the homo ways, you know. But we have a lot to talk about to get into this. We have suspensions, bannings, a tight finish for the chase. It's gonna be a good night. But Richard, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good to be back here on Thursday for the podcast. I've enjoyed the time away. I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, I've severely missed hanging out with you guys on Thursdays, talking about our Tuesday night race, how it went, and what our predictions are for the races coming. So glad to be bringing the holler back to you guys as well.
Well, dang, I'm very flattered that you missed hanging out with us, but
So Steven's camera's frozen.
it nope, it's still frozen.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
We're having some technical difficulty, guys. Hey, first night back in a little while. Give us some. I blame Robert for everything, including Steven's camera failing.
Yeah,
But
I blame Robert too. Got
Steven, just so you know,
still.
it did freeze on a very flattering angle of you. Just
Well,
so you're
I mean,
aware.
it's hard to find a non-flattering angle of this face. Come on.
That's fair. That's fair.
I say that and just watch. It's going to freeze, and I'm going to have my mouth wide open, and who knows what's going to be going on.
I actually thought it almost
Worked.
did. It literally
It
almost
was-
froze on you.
It was close. It was close.
Awesome. Well, yeah, just like Carl said, we have a lot to get into tonight, and I think Adam teased it a little bit earlier. It's also we got some big things to talk about in addition to everything going on around the league. But I don't even know where we get into. I didn't even create any sort of template or anything to go off of tonight, just because we have so much to cover because we've been gone for a while. Do y'all have a place where y'all want to start?
I mean, I guess we'll start. Not that it hasn't been addressed, but obviously since the hiatus, there were a couple pretty big changes that got made in the league. We did ban two of our members. Obviously, that's very public information at this point, but that was probably the biggest story of the off weeks. There is obviously Isaiah and Nick are no longer here, um, but yeah, I don't know. Where do you guys want to pick up? Do you want to kind of hash out the race from this week? Do you want to kind of just get right into what we want to talk about as far as the league? I will leave that up to you.
So, you know what? I actually went back and I pulled up of who we picked for our chase drivers
I love that.
at the beginning of the season. I feel like that's probably a good place to start and get into the chase talk.
Sure.
Since we just got to the end of the regular season. So, real quick, I want to pull up.
I know there's one name on that list that none of us chose.
Is
The guy
that
who's
Hey,
we
that feedback,
can.
is that Robert?
Robert? Are you hanging around a fan?
I know, right?
Are you
Are
literally
you a
in
fan?
are you in a fan? Because that's what it sounds like.
Robert's
guys-
doing some wind tunnel testing for us.
Yeah, you can't. You guys can't hear Sam, but you can't hear Robert,
Sam.
but it's very distracting. I read Sam in the chat. And I
Wait,
said,
you can
Sam.
hear Sam?
Yes, it's a problem. I hear him all the time. It's weird.
Got voices in his head.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
God. Uh, good Lord. So for our chase for season 4, a big congratulations to those that all made it. As of right now, we have Dustin Stallings leading the way, Ronnie Osmer, Johnny Wood Jr., Kyle Heath, Christian Barnes, Brendan Maddox, Dakota Camper, Gray Walker, Zach Brandvold, Richard Wolsifer, Jared Hughes, and Sam Dyer. Big congratulations to all 12 of those drivers. And now we get to look at what we had at the beginning of the season. This was Carl, myself, and Richard for our 12 driver predictions. Robert, if you're able to switch over there.
Our picks are so in shambles. I can promise you that.
Well, anybody that picked me and Steven are wrong. So
Well, yeah,
We all
that's
three did,
I
I
think
think.
all three, yeah. So
Whoops.
that goes without saying. So we'll just go over all of our
Everybody
first
picked
picks.
Isaiah.
Isaiah, Isaiah, Johnny, and Johnny. Well, Carl, you're wrong. I don't know what to
But
tell
we are
you.
not starting this great, are
No.
we?
None of us got the number 1 seed correct, I guess. But going on to the second line, Richard, you had Dustin second, and right now, I mean, he's first. So I'd say that's a pretty good hit there. I had Isaiah second. Obviously, that's not going to be the way it intended. And then Johnny second for Carl. Going down the third, got Dustin for Carl. I had Adam. Obviously, it's not right. And Richard, you had Jared.
I did.
You did. Well, I can't say, I guess, too much because I had Jared fourth. But then again, the season's not over. But who knows? Carl with Gray in fourth. Where did Gray come? Is that eighth, ninth?
Yeah.
Either way,
somewhere
he's in the
right there.
chase. He's in the
Yes.
chase. So you're right there. And then going to the fifth, Carl, you had Adam. I had Dustin, and then Richard, you also had Adam. So you two are incorrect, and I am correct. Of course. What else is new?
Just for the record, I started out this pick 2 for 2 for people that were actually in the chase.
That's fair. That is fair.
Actually, I started 3 for 3.
Well, I started 1 for 3, so it's all right. Into the sixth round, Carl and I both had Brendan, and then you had myself, Richard. The seventh row, I was incorrect, but you two were correct. Carl, you were a little hopeful with Richard there, and Richard, during a good portion of the season, you were up there.
I was, yeah.
Obviously, a little bit of a slip, I guess, as of late, but not really a slip. But you know what I mean.
Well, Rockingham was a slip. That was just plain
Literally.
stupidity on my end. No, it's just been a few rough races near the end of the season. I mean, I started off really strong, especially that win at Michigan helped out. But no, I mean, I finished 10th in points still. I'm not mad about it by any means.
And I mean, there's 5 races left to take your actual finishing position, so plenty of time there. In eighth, Carl, you had me, and Richard and I both had Gray. Well, decent there. And then Carl, a back-to-back incorrect pick for you. With I like the
3
shot
in a
of
row.
Evan Matinko there, though. Well, yeah, we'll get into that, but it was a good try there. Evan just had one of the most unlucky seasons I think possible. It seemed like every week he was getting into something that wasn't his plan. I myself had Kyle Heath, and Richard, you had yourself. Into 10th, Carl had Scott Fritz, who just missed out and actually was battling with you for that last spot there, Carl.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick there, though. I myself had Richard, and Richard, you had Jamie Plord,
I did.
which nothing against Jamie, but I have not seen him since probably week 4?
He actually
like
did
that,
hear
yeah.
from him not too long ago. He's been extremely busy with life and having a lot of
Totally get it.
overtime, so he's just not had time to even get on the sim.
Totally get it. Well, we miss Jamie and hope to see him back.
And
hopefully
he
soon.
misses us also. So I even told him, I was like, miss seeing him on track. And he's
sure.
like, he misses all of us. So
That's good to hear.
Well,
Jamie's a
I
good
wonder what
dude.
he's going to do when he comes back to no team.
Panic.
Moving on.
Nick,
Into the 11th spot, Richard, you had Evan. I had Patrick. And Carl had Kyle Heath. Well, Carl with a good pull, though, in the 12th spot with Zachary Brandvold. And then Richard and I just both missed. So I want to count up, see what you got right. So, Carl, 1 right, 2 right, 3 right, 4 right, 5 right, 6 right, 7 right. 7 of 12.
Hey, it's over 50%. I'll take it.
I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 again. And then 1, 2,
Jared made it.
3, 4. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I made it
6.
6. I lost this year.
Yikes.
I lost this season. Oh no.
Well, good job, Carl. I think
was-
we all of us downgraded though by a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's been very chaotic. The second half of the season, I think there were a lot of tempers boiling up. I think last season, I think a lot of last season carried into this season, and then with how the season has gone, a lot of that started to boil over about halfway through the season, and I think you could see it in the way people were interacting with each other, the way people were racing with each other. It's been a rough second half of the season.
Yeah, the second half definitely started odd, or off, I guess, in a way too. But I think it's coming into its own after some shenanigans from the past, 2 weeks ago now. Um, I'm really excited to see this chase. I was going to say playoffs, but I had to catch myself there. But see this chase from a total outside perspective, really. It's been kind of refreshing with Adam and I watching a lot of these races, or I mean, we're watching the whole race. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'm kind of slacking off a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but it has
Nothing wrong
given
with
me a
that. I
new.
mean, it's decent running.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been great watching them all these past couple of weeks, and I'm really excited now with more on the line to see how some drivers race in a certain instance without being in the car. Like, because if I'm driving in the same situation, I'm not even thinking about how other people are really driving or any points implication other than my own. So I think that's going to give me a whole new perspective to what the chase looks like from just the outside, like a fan or even some of our sponsors, how they even can look at the league.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Steven. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather be out on track, but it is interesting how much you really see a lot more, man. You just see so much more of the different drivers, kind of habits and the way they race, and you kind of get used to looking at certain things as it or anticipating certain things happening. And it's some of the races have been really, really exciting to watch towards the end. So I think the chase is going to be. I think it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be close or not, but it's going to be fun to watch for sure. I don't know. Dustin's been very dominant, so we're going to see how this all shakes out here.
Yeah, and like a different perspective for me also this season is I've been able to run up front a lot of the races now, and it has been like even watching from a distance, like not necessarily being like racing for the win, but like being able to watch how these races have progressed in the front for the win, being that close has been really cool to watch from in the seat perspective as well. I mean, I definitely miss you two being out on track, and I can't wait for Adam's guaranteed return at Chicago Street Course, according to his Ride the Dente little
I will be
promo
riding
video he did.
as long as my wife is not having a baby, I will be riding the Dente at Chicago. So,
So it'd be great to have you back on track. Can't wait for Steven as well. But no, it's this season. I think. I mean, Kyle Heath has even said it, or Ronnie Osmer, one of them. They were talking about it in the Discord today. How the competition in this league has been extraordinary. I mean, it really has. I mean, Dustin's been a very dominant driver this season, but again, he's only got one win. Does he already have two wins?
Dustin
Ronnie
has 2 wins.
or Dustin? Sorry.
Dustin does have
Dustin.
two wins.
Yes.
Dustin has
But,
2
like,
wins.
yeah, so like he's been dominant, but he still only has two wins, but he's always up there running. So like the only times we've really seen drivers straight dominate the entire scene has been, Gavin Rogers and Mason Hossman, where they run basically half the season. So this season we have, I mean, wins spread out between a whole bunch of different drivers, and it's makes me excited for season 5. Once we get everything ironed out, squared away, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's exactly the point I was going to harp on there, Richard. The wins specifically of how they're spread out this season. We have 4 different guys with 2 wins apiece, and then we have 5 guys with 1 win. No one has more than 2 wins, and a lot of people have a win, I guess you can say. It was really interesting updating like to the playoff points and giving bonus points for wins and whatnot. No one has a huge advantage. As of right now, I think Dustin only has a 7-point advantage over second and a 23-point advantage over last. To be fair, I have not gone through and added stage win bonus points. That might skew things a little bit more. But the field is, as a whole, they're all closer than they've ever been in BRB.
I
at the
was going to
start of the
say,
chase.
yeah, that was. I haven't looked through the actual chase standings yet. I didn't realize they were that close, but I think the bonus points will probably for stages will probably skewed a little bit more towards Dustin's favor, but it's not going to be a lot. Like he certainly didn't win every stage, so um, it's going to be exciting, man. I think we have. I mean, there's 12 guys, and I think there's a reasonable expectation that it only takes one bad race in the chase to mess you up. So it's not unreasonable to think. And I don't have it in front of me, but any of those guys could hypothetically win it. So I'm excited to watch it. It'll be a different view, but I'm excited about it.
Well, I mean, look at the variety of tracks, which we love the chase, and just we have one of everything. We have Nashville Super Speedway, Chicago Street Course, Talladega. That's always a crazy race. Auto Club, we all know Auto Club is crazy racing there, and then Vegas as a finale. So you have a 1.5 miles, a 2 mile Super Speedway, street race, road course, and then Nashville Super Speedway is 1 1/3 concrete oval. So there's so many opportunities for even another driver outside of the chases to get their first win of the season. So we have 9 drivers with the victory out of 13 races so far. I could see us getting, who knows, maybe 11, 12 racers over an 18 race period. Yeah, I think it's great. Again, Talladega, and I honestly think Auto Club could really shake things up.
Yeah, really anybody can win at Auto Club, Talladega as well. Yeah, I don't. What did you just say, Carl? 12 winners total?
So Carl's saying 2 or 3 more new winners in the chase.
Yes,
I could see 2.
I heard 12 also. I don't know why I
Yeah,
heard 12.
it must have
No, up
stroked
to
out or
12
something. But
different winners of 18 races.
Oh, okay. Up to
I could,
12
I,
different winners.
I think I could see us getting 2 more new winners realistically, but who knows, man? I mean, you just don't know. I mean, just in the last 2 weeks, we've seen all sorts of stuff that I think we'd see. So who knows what's going to happen? That's what makes it exciting.
And oh goodness, I don't even know where to go from here. Like,
Steven is at a loss, everybody.
I am at a
Okay,
loss.
let's go to Homestead. Let's
Yeah, so-
direct you to Homestead, and let's
Yeah,
start with
Kyle-
season finale. There
Yep.
was a lot of drivers vying for some spots. Sam Dyer made it work, getting in by just kind of not wrecking himself and being there at the end, and just some really weird racing and some weird circumstances with the wave around even. So I think Homestead was chaotic for a finale, but it was a finale nonetheless for a regular season.
Homestead was a tale of 2 races because the first half of the race or so was really, really fun to watch. Steven and I were almost bored at one point. And then we had that massive stack up, just that
The longest
absolute
wreck.
dog pile of a wreck, man. And it got, we had moments of good racing after that. It wasn't a complete wash or anything, but it really did seem to kind of turn the race in a more chaotic way. I don't know if overall I'd say it was chaotic, but it was certainly a chaotic end, right? The last quarter of the race was pretty hectic. I think at one point we had 7 drivers on the lead lap with the pit cycle, which is nice to see, right? I think this is the 3rd or 4th race now that we've actually seen green flag pit stops, which we had not seen all season up to this point. So I enjoyed watching it though. The end was exciting. Kyle Heath brought it home, right?
Yes.
Yes, Kyle
Yeah,
Heath and the purple minion car leading the
the
other
purple
3 minions.
Yeah, big shout out to the minions, by the way. Absolutely loved the paint. Big shout out to Kyle too. I know he had been chasing that win for a while, so happy he finally got that for himself. But yeah, I enjoyed the race overall. I don't know if I'd call it a great race, but it was good.
It was a solid race. I think typically Homestead, I expect for it to be just a solid race. Usually, as a driver, I think it's a lot more fun than as a fan watching, at least on
Yeah.
iRacing, maybe not in real life. But it typically ends up getting a little strung out. Tires end up coming into a play at some point if we have long enough green runs, but we didn't really have a whole bunch of a long run. There was that 3rd stage. Some people went in and took tires and such on a green flag stop, which messed some things up, I guess, for them on their end, because then a caution came out soon after. But we didn't get the super long green run to make the strategy element really interesting. But yeah, it was a fine race other than the 15 cautions.
Yeah, I will say I think stage 1 and stage 2, primarily in stage 1, I mean, the top 4 or 5 of us, we kind of got a good separation from the rest of the field. But like it was cool to see because we were all running different lines, sort of. Like the majority of us were low, but a lot of the guys kept going to the high side also to get runs. And it was very interesting to see how the tire wear actually severely affected us because I didn't really go to the high side until way later in the run to try and get more ground on the guys in front of me. But even then, it didn't matter as much because I could gain a little bit of ground on the inside on the guys that were running the inside. So it was a lot of fun watching from, I think, the 4th or 5th position I was in with the front group there, seeing how the tire wear affected everybody with the lines that they were taking that entire run.
Carl, I want you to take us through your race. So I was fixated on you during the race because
Flattered.
you were in a playoff, or I guess a chase implication race. It was a
Mhm.
very high pressure race for you. Early on in the race, you got into an incident, but you were able to rebound relatively well.
Mhm.
Yeah, you missed on stage points in the first stage and got some minor stage points in the second, and then you were up front at the end. But
Mhm.
was there something you were missing to get that extra little? Like, I was shocked to see you in the top 5 because I know you said like any other track but Homestead, I feel like I would have a decent chance.
Mhm.
But there you were in the top 5, putting yourself in position to control
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I did have a little bit of damage. I think overall I had to fix 2 minutes 45 seconds of damage throughout the race. And after that first incident in that first stage, I knew I wasn't gonna get those points, and that's where I was kind of like, I kind of settled in. At that point, I knew I needed to get stage points both stages, and it was still gonna be close. So after I didn't get those stage points, I was like, okay, maybe I'll get lucky. Something will happen to Sam, and of course it didn't.
Mhm.
So that happened, and then it really just became survival because we had 17 cautions overall. But I just got done watching the broadcast today, and how many self spins added to? I think I counted what 6, 7 self
It
spins
was at
added
least
from
7.
2.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
There
seems about
was
right.
it was at least 7, yeah.
and it's
I
I mean really, if you could take away those 7, yeah, there's still 10 cautions, still quite a bit of cautions. But overall, that really changes the dynamic of that race and how it flowed and everything else. But
Oh,
it's
for
so
sure.
yeah, it's so tough coming at her too with the transition from the turn into the straightaway. But yeah, after everything, I decided to just keep my nose clean. I still had a couple scuffles here on throughout the race. Got into Johnny's rear end after that big one because
Pause.
Richard. I saw Richard
Pause.
on the outside. I was like, okay, cool. I need to stay left, and I didn't see Johnny slowing down so much because I was all right there because by that time that was in the top 10 and I was getting ready to keep going because that was for the stage too. But in the end, I used some. I had to fix some damage there at the end. Had to take some tires because I knew there was only 10 cars on the lead lap, and with new tires, I can pass half of them real quick. And so the cautions kind of fell my way at the end. I was able to hold off Gray there for that 4th spot. I really wanted that 3rd spot, and I think if I had another lap or two, I could have gotten it from Brendan. It's just that as the night went on, especially the last 20 laps of stage 3, the car just got tight on me. I don't know if I was overdriving the entry or anything. I couldn't even get it to rotate like I usually did in turn 2. So it just got really tight. And I couldn't get the run off the bottom because Brendan was up there using that high line. But I ended the season after my suspension from Dover in my incident with Josh Anderson after the race on Charlotte. I ended the season with 3 top 5 finishes back to back to back. And I'm like, if I haven't had, even with the suspension, if I hadn't had such a rough first part of the season, I'd still be
Yeah.
in the chase. But really, it's on me. So I'm gonna go out looking to be best of the rest, honestly. So I'm in that good spot and looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to every single race that's left. I really wanted to be in the chase because I knew all those tracks I have a chance with. But right now, I
Mhm.
just get to sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, now you have no pressure, no stress, no
Hmm.
nothing. But yeah, man, who knows? I'm gonna play devil's advocate and what would have happened if you didn't get
Hmm.
suspended.
Yep.
I'm sure
Who
you've already
knows,
thought that.
Carl? Who knows?
We may never know.
We're
You
gonna
you
try next season to not get suspended, right?
That's a good idea. I should probably get all races if I do that.
At least he's got a scheme to run if he does to get another suspension.
He does.
Oh.
God. But I do want to point out with Carl being suspended, allowing Sam to get in. No, I'm sorry. With Sam getting in, he is the official first driver in BRB Butt Kicker Cup Series history to make the chase without a single bonus or stage point in the whole regular season. So
Congratulations,
consistency pays
Sam.
off. Yeah, I don't know if that's
Nope.
something
it's
you
a
want.
congr-
Hang the banner.
Hang the banner, Sam. Hang the banner.
But I mean, either way, very impressive. And hats off to him. Robert, when are you going to make the playoffs?
I think he's asleep.
Oh, good lord.
Oh man, no,
But yeah,
that
no,
was
big-
impressive work from Sam. To not score any stage points, any bonus points, or anything like that, and make the chase still. Granted, he had a little bit of luck on his side with the banning of a driver.
Hey man, so did Joey
but-
Logano, and he won the friggin' championship. So
Yeah. All right, Sam, your early pick.
that's it.
Watch out.
Oh,
Sam
God.
banned his way in, and he's gonna ban his way out.
We don't need a Joey Laguner win.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Not the TikTok AI videos, Laguner and
Yeah.
What is it?
No.
Hand liquor? The
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
liquor?
Denny hand liquor.
Which I love, by the
Oh.
way.
Silly dilly Dylan.
Those are
But
great.
big shout out to all the chase drivers that made it. It's an accomplishment, man. You know, we started the season off with 43 cars. We're still seeing between 28 and 31 cars show up every week. So to be the 12 best throughout the season, it's not a small thing to it's not a small accomplishment. So that you got to show up every week and you got to do your best, and we certainly appreciate it. And shout out to everybody else too. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't make the chase, you're still out there driving for something. So I appreciate everybody that's still with us.
Yeah, way to go, Jared. You're doing great. by
Yeah,
yourself.
Jared. Yeah,
Doing great.
Jared.
He's carrying the torch.
He really is.
All right. He just needs to get a win. Otherwise, we might think about cutting him.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, wow. Well, what do y'all want to get into next?
I mean, I have my preference, but I don't know if it's time for that or not yet.
Team standings?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good point. So they're
Steve
not.
and I are straight jumping the shark over here.
There's
Yeah,
no
we are.
reason why I want to look at team standings.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So team standings aren't up to
Homestead.
date. Yeah, they're not up to include Homestead, but they do include Rockingham. So real quick, we're gonna go through it. Limitless Esports sits on top currently at the end of Rockingham. So 6 races left from that time or from these standings. They're up 26 points over Maverick Motorsports. Accelerate Racing, or sorry, why did I say that? Accelerate Motorsports is 39 points back of Limitless Esports in third. Southern Excitement in fourth, 41 back. Racers for Christ in fifth at 59 back. Full Tilt Sim Sports at 74 back. Spirit Racing in seventh at 81 back. Meatball Motorsports in eighth at 87 back. Then you have Whiplash Racing, Redacted Motorsports, Next Level Motorsports, and Synergy Racing Group. So great job so far by Limitless. I mean, I can promise you, y'all had the regular season team standings championship. If that's an award, we just want to make an award for everything so y'all can feel special. But no,
I will give you
seriously,
2 attaboys.
Seriously, great job to your whole team and all 3 of y'all this season for being consistent and getting the finishes. The team standings one is really difficult just because the whole team kind of does contribute. Like if one person is slacking, like it can bring that whole team average down. So great job there.
And a
Or
great,
2 of
great
them.
example of that. A great example of that actually is the
Fair.
team that has the highest or the most amount of team points earned in a race is actually Meatball Motorsports with Christian
Mhm.
Barnes and Zach King, which was wild to think because back in Pocono last season, it was Mason, Brendan, and Dustin who finished, I believe, 1, 2, 3 in that race. But
Yeah,
Zach
or 1, 2,
Maddox
4.
or 1, 2, 4, but
Something like
Zachary
that.
Maddox finished like dead last because he got into a wreck or something like that, where he was close to the end, and it completely offset the amount of points they won because of the average. So, I mean, yeah, it is still an entire team performance and teamwork to do.
Oh, definitely. And Jared's saying that we're going to clutch when everyone comes back. So
I
watch
hope-
out. What is this? 300 team point race incoming from Next Level Motorsports.
We're actually going to have 15 drivers on our team for one race. We're going to have a group effort.
It's
We're
still
going to
just an
DQ
average,
everybody
Adam.
else. Yeah, but we're going to DQ everybody else. So it's going to be fine.
I think at that point, if we had 15 drivers, it would hurt our average more than anything to have the top 15 drivers than the top 4 drivers.
Not if it's a 15-way tie for first.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be part of that race.
That's too bad. We'll have 14.
A better
don't
average, I
know.
guess.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Nobody
either.
does. We're off the rails, man.
Let's see if I have anything else we can go into before.
Nashville Super Speedway is next week, and we start the chase.
That is true. We do that.
It is concrete, a 1 1/3 mile. I know there's a lot of drivers chomping at the bit. In fact, Adam, we saw it this already earlier this evening. People were asking for practice, so we already
Yes.
know drivers are getting some laps in.
As they should be. I apologize about that. I get excited on podcast nights and forget stuff. We have a lot of stuff going on in the background right now too. So we're just trying to keep up with all that and keep practices going. But I'm glad people are showing up
Uh-oh.
for practices, man.
Steven spilled another Diet Coke.
Oh no.
Drop my
It's too,
iPad.
it's too soon. Too
He's not
soon.
even on his rig. You can't drop it yet.
Oh, yeah, I have it right over. Well, I had a root beer tonight, but don't tell my wife. No drinks in the basement.
I think you just told your wife.
Don't tell my wife.
But
She's
no,
not
Nashville
watching. She
Super
doesn't watch this.
Speedway- Nashville Super Speedway should be a really fun race. I know Andrew is asking people to run like music themed or band themed paint schemes. So it's not an
Mhm.
official like music themed race, but if you want to, I know Andrew's been asking people to do that. Zach Murdas just asked me to run a Super Saiyan scheme, and if I do, he's going to shave his head. So
I would love that.
I'm tempted because I would like to see Zach Murdas shave his head. That'll be hilarious.
It's over 9,000.
It's over
Oh,
nine.
goodness.
I love Dragon Ball Z.
Same.
Want to make an announcement regarding the driver avatars. If you haven't yet had a driver avatar created for you, please go to the driver avatars text channel and submit the information that's needed. And I'd like to use some of those for some graphics next season. So heads up there. Yes, Robert, they are AI. I was about to say Richard.
What?
But disregard it.
Okay.
Forget it. Richard,
Yo,
question for you. Put you on the spot here.
I like being on
Um,
spots.
Okay. Wow, I don't know how to continue there.
I don't either.
Next season, do you want to get into what?
The evolution.
Yeah. Of
Yeah, so we
taking.
can. The bonus, bro.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I want to congratulate Dustin Stallings on winning this season's bonus brawl. I don't know what the final number was for his winnings, but congratulations on that, Dustin.
$200 hairs.
$200 hairs to Dustin Stallings. Congratulations on winning the third season of the bonus brawl. Now, Zach King, I got to give a lot of credit to Zach King to coming up with the idea. Next year is going to or next season. I keep saying next year. It's
Same
whatever.
difference.
Next season is going to evolve into something a little different. We're going to have a mid-season bonus bracket challenge. It is going to be exactly what you saw on Sundays with the mid-season bracket challenge that they did IRL. But it's going to be no entry fee. Everybody has a chance to get onto the bracket. Not everybody will make it onto the bracket. I'm still ironing out details for how it's going to be done. It will be between a 4 to 5 week bracket challenge, and it will be in the direct center of the regular season races. So depending on how many drivers we have confirmed going into season 5, that is the dependence on the who's going to be locked into the bracket and who's going to be randomly drawn for the bracket. Yes, you can get locked into the bracket to make sure you have a chance for the winning. Other than that, you have a random chance to make it, which again, once we get more details, I will discuss it a lot more. We will have a whole podcast night about it to see what names get drawn into it. Every race, we will have colorized banners to indicate what driver you are racing against. This will help the broadcast as well indicate who is racing against who, so that will help them as well. So every week for the bracket challenge, you will probably be swapping to a different banner to match the color for the bracket you are in. And it's literally just a straight up race between you two. Whoever finishes higher, they move on, and it continues all the way to the final race. And whoever wins the bracket challenge takes home the entire money. So right now I am putting forth $100 into it. Again, this is completely free for every driver. Nobody has to put anything into it. I'm also going to be looking into trying to get some bigger sponsors, see if some people want to help participate and to pitch in for it as well. So currently standing, it will be a minimum of $100 win to the winner of the bonus bracket at the end of the 4 to 5 week challenge.
That is
Yes.
super exciting. And Richard, I haven't told you, I made a draft logo of it.
Oh,
And already have a title of the BRB Bracket Brawl. Obviously, we'll work out some details, but
yeah. I like it. I
Super
like the
excited
bracket
for that.
brawl.
I think that's going to be a great change for us. Not that the bonus brawl. I think the bonus brawl we had was tremendous of having at least something in regular season to, promote the next level of something else other than just getting in the monotonous of week to week regular season racing. And now the bracket evolution. I mean, we saw it in real NASCAR. It might not have been the craziest best thing, but I think when you're one of the drivers and you only have to worry about one person to beat, I think it makes it a lot more fun and a lot easier to understand.
No, for sure,
I-
because I was on the race control side and I barely knew what was going on with the bonus brawl. But no, I think it's exciting. Just don't start it at a super speedway. Learn that lesson. So
Well, I mean, as long as a super speedway, I mean, no, it won't be because we only run 2 super speedways typically, which is one in the chase and then one usually to start off the season.
hey man, I don't know.
Usually. Why are you hiding your eyes?
Anyway,
But,
super excited though.
I think the bracket is also kind of a field leveler. I mean, we saw Ty Dillon take home $1 million, and you don't see him at the front ever. And I think that helps, get everyone a chance involved with this. Who knows who could have the lucky break and advance against maybe a faster driver. So I'm excited for it personally. I had a good run in the I think it was the first season of the brawl. So not this season, not so much, but I'm looking forward to the bracket. I'm super excited racing for it.
Yeah,
I will say the one detail that I will share for seeding, the seeding will be based on your current position in the points as well. And
Which
it will
makes
be
a lot of
yeah,
sense.
and it will be seeded the same way like any other tournament seeding would be. So like first place would be against 32nd, second versus 31st, so on and so forth. That's just how that kind of bracket system works.
Seems reasonable to me.
Sounds like a better version of what NASCAR did. I don't understand that 3 race seeding process that they really did. Like it just made no sense to me. But
Yeah, I didn't even follow it close enough to explain it. So
all I knew is they were doing a bracket challenge and the names were where they were. I'm direct with it. It's going to be based on your points position, regardless how the names are drawn for the random selection.
Yeah. Well, sounds good. Well, y'all want to get into the real fun stuff?
oh yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, as some of y'all have probably already gotten the feeling of, with some things changing around in Discord here and there. Man.
You don't know where to start, do you?
He's so excited he can't speak.
It's not a great graphic. Oh, geez, this is terrible. I'm going to post this out to the Discord afterwards.
What does
But
that say?
What did he say?
The BRB Racing League is introducing a new series next season. That is a complementary series to the current Cup series. And we've been working with none other than Dakota Bleh and Cody Dorsey, who currently run the Undisputed Cup series that's currently racing right now, actually. They race next gen cars every Thursday night. And we're partnering with them, and they're joining the BRB umbrella to offer a
Another night
it's
of
going to be
racing.
it's going to be another night of racing. It's going to be a next gen league. Adam will go over some of the details. We don't have a whole bunch of details ironed out, but we have some basic
spoiler.
details and a lot more information to come in the coming weeks as we get those things figured out.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. So there's a lot of things that we're working on in the background right now. There are going to be a lot of big changes for season 5 within the Cup series, the main series, if you will, as well, which is all in the works currently. I know Steven and I are really excited. I know the guys from the other league are excited too. The whole point of this is to just give it's a mutually beneficial arrangement, right? So it's going to give our current BRB drivers another place and another night to race in a different type of car than what we'll be racing in, regardless of what those cars are. We don't know exactly yet, but they will be different. In the other league, their league is going to be, I don't want to call it an entry level league, but they do have an iRating cap, and it is lower than what ours is. They're still working out a few details with exactly what that number will be, but it will be a good chunk lower than what we currently have as our iRating cap. And I think that's a really good opportunity to give some of the guys that, that maybe run, 10th, maybe not 10th, maybe like, 12th to 20th or 15th to 25th any given week, that are consistent, though, that'll give them an opportunity to race within the BRB family, if you will, but maybe get some experience up front and maybe learn from some of the faster guys that they might not necessarily get around in the main, Tuesday night league. So I'm super excited. It's cool to, we've been talking about doing something like this for a while. And it's really, really nice that we're able to do it with people that we already know. And that we're all kind of on the same page as far as what the expectations are for the series. So I am looking forward to it. I can't wait to share more details. I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to say, but I'm going to get in trouble if I say it. So
Oh, well, bless smack your hand and say naughty.
it's not even just bleh. There's stuff that I feel like we've like officially decided within our Tuesday stuff. And I want to tell everybody, but
Oh, yeah.
well, no, there's like 3 things really. There's like 3 big things already.
Mhm.
So
True.
Yeah,
you guys
there's
just have to stay tuned.
there's a bunch of work going on behind the scenes. I want to say we started this process about a month ago now.
I mean, season 4 has been weird because we went into season 4 with ideas already. We just didn't have time, or it might not have been the right time to implement some of them. So I'd say this has been indirectly going on kind of all season with some of these touch points, like, what about this thing? What do we think about this thing? And now it's just kind of coming to fruition now because we're moving forward with so many different things. So a lot of work, but super excited about it.
That's a really good point. We definitely wanted the expansion. Now, I don't think we were shy about letting people know that we wanted to
No.
grow.
I don't
going
I
forward.
don't think so either.
But we wanted to get this information out ahead of time so we have time to, do the back end things that need to be done in time for next season. And Adam touched on slightly that the current Cup Series is going to be in a different vehicle than the next gen. We're not going to have 2 next gen leagues. Official news on what car it's going to be is still up in the air. I'm sure we'll have that information sooner rather than later, just to give drivers ample time to, get paints together, get comfortable with the car, whatever it may be, if they decide to want to race it. And we know naturally some people might not want to even be here anymore if they're not racing the next gen car, and they might not be eligible for the other series. And if that's the case, so be it. It's what it is at that point. But we're super excited to continue to grow the family and see what else we can do.
I think something important to touch on too is this isn't a decision we're just doing for funsies, right? And it's not a decision we're making flippantly either. I mean, I spent 3 hours last night testing cars. You know what I mean? And all the other admins are going to be doing the same, so we can compile our our thoughts and things like that. But I think it's important for guys to remember, like there are, and I'm guilty of this too. I up until recently, I hadn't driven anything other than a next gen car in a very long time. And you get used to like, oh well, I like this because I'm comfortable in it. There are more fun cars to drive and that drive better and provide more fun for you behind the seat. And it makes you better on iRacing in general. Getting comfortable with different cars, things like that. I'm not trying to sell anybody that doesn't absolutely refuses to drive anything else. I get that there's going to be a couple of those people, but I would ask everybody approach it with an open mind and give it a shot because I think it's going to be a good move. Um, and it's just leagues naturally change. You know what I mean? If you stay the same too long, you get behind. And like I said, I think it's a good opportunity for everybody to get broaden their skill set a little bit. And like I said, man, I don't want to get into which ones I was driving, but they're fun to drive. So I'm excited about it. I hope everybody else, even if you're a little bit disappointed about the next gen car, I hope you can be excited too, Richard.
Excited. Like I
No.
said, I'm just like the reason why I'm so little sad that we're moving on is because I finally understood this car, and this most recent update has really benefited how I drive. So it's a little sad, but I'm definitely overall I'm excited to get into a different car, try to learn that one as well, and yeah, it'll still be a lot of fun. I mean, like Cole Lewis just said in there, BRB fam, man, like we're still family here. I still love racing around every single one of the guys. So I mean, shoot, throw us in Miatas at circle tracks, I'll still race here.
Well, that's
Agreed,
the third
sir.
series.
Yeah, I said earlier, Miatas at super speedways forever, the entire schedule. So
Small Easter egg drop there.
yeah,
But
third series in 2 years will be Miatas at super speedways. Rest in spaghetti.
Oh, that would be a
Yeah,
rest spaghetti race.
uh, Dorsey and Blair will be the admins for that other series.
Yes.
Like we were saying, and Adam was saying that it is going to have a lower I rating cap to be determined of what it is. But that if you do not fall under that I rating cap, you're still allowed to drive part time in a few races during the season at their approval. So the way we're kind of doing that is they have their current league right now that they run, and it's just becoming part of BRB. So they're going to be the ones running the show and calling the shots for the series. A lot of it is going to be supernatural for them. What they have going has been working really well for them, and we're excited to honestly learn a little bit from them too. And we might take some things that have been working in their series and apply it to our current Cup series and vice versa. So there's going to be some different rules probably on both sides.
Well, and that's just you mentioned the rules, and there's so much more that needs to be addressed. And like you said, with growing league, there's growing pains, and there's things that we've learned going through this. Obviously, we've had to kind of clamp down hard on some of these penalties, and it has helped the product, has helped the racing. And so moving forward, we're always learning. Everyone's learning. We're trying different things, and there's so much more. This is the exciting stuff that everyone out there gets to see. All the stuff behind the scenes and all the stuff figuring out, there's so much still to figure out and go on, all the tiny details. So it's fun and exciting. I can't wait to get it going, but man, there's still a lot of work to get from here to there.
A
Yeah,
lot of
I
work
think
indeed.
I think the transition to having a second series, the way we're doing it, I don't think it's going to be actually too bad. And we've talked about this a lot. I know Steve and I have talked about this a lot and talked about it with Blair and Dorsey. We're really like, and Steven already alluded to this, we're really more just like adopting them. They're going to be, they're going to become, their league will become part of the BRB umbrella or BRB family, if you will. But what they have is working for them. And what the goal of this is just to provide mutual opportunities for our guys in each league that they might not have had, independently. Shared resources, things like that, different options to drive on different nights in a different car, all those different kinds of things. And they're going to have more or less, autonomy over that series. There are certain things like branding and codes of conduct and stuff like that that we want to be across the board and agreed upon. But other than that, it will be kind of a totally different thing. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And I mean, and if anyone has questions coming up, please feel free to put them in general or reach out to Adam or I, and we'll see. Try to answer questions the best we can, but
We do
they're
also have a
still
protest and supports ticket system.
yeah. Please feel free to submit a ticket, even if it's just a question about what's going on or anything like that. And like I said, we'll just be as transparent as we can. But there will be questions we just don't know the answer to currently, and we'll address them as we figure it out. But yeah, super excited. This has been eating away at me for a while now, wanting to share it out with everyone. And
Not
yeah.
just that, you're doing all this work in the Discord with all these changes, and you're just like, I just want to launch it all now.
I do, and I got to the point where I was just like, I'm gonna stop doing stuff because I was making so many private channels, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and change everything when like everything is like announced and live and whatnot. And now I'm just gonna do it and not even care.
There you
Well, set it up the right way and care, but not care about anyone not seeing, kind of thing. And I had a little bit of fun throwing a little bit like some teasers in there, changing roles and changing role colors that people caught on to. That was a lot of fun to mess around with. But yeah, some big changes. The Discord is long due a pretty overhaul, so that'll be fun.
I also hope you all liked the teaser video we put up in the announcements after the race on Tuesday. So a lot of speculations behind it. Just a reminder, we did a teaser video last season, and we did iRacing Super Speedway as the track featured on it. So just remember.
Yeah, and Saab Bakris also said iRacing Super Speedway is going to be the first race of the season,
He did say that.
He did
which was
say
not
that.
the case. We
It
did
was-
actually end up
it
running
wasn't-
it though.
It wasn't on the regular schedule though.
We
We
were on the
ran it.
All-Star race though.
So we're not liars. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I haven't even. Yeah, well, the schedule is already set for next season, so that'll be fun. Whenever we get into that in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited for this schedule reveal. I think it's gonna be a good one.
It is. I think it will be.
And I guess with that, forget it. We'll probably do both schedule releases at that time. Just getting into it.
The schedules won't
leagues.
mirror each other, will they? They won't be the same tracks between both.
Not track for track. There might be some overlap.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
No, it's not copy paste. They're going to
Okay.
be completely separate.
All
Um,
Gucci. I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, the other series is a next gen series, and ours is no longer a next gen. So, shoot, I forgot I had it open for Robert. Oh my goodness!
Good thing Robert can't be heard.
Good thing Robert can't see. Honestly, that was probably too small.
You can't see either.
Oh
Yeah, he
man.
did.
Well, when you have access to all my graphics and stuff, like it's bound to happen. But
That's pretty good. I enjoyed that.
The other series being a next gen series and us being something different. At the end of the day, the cars drive completely different and might benefit different tracks. So that was part of it too. But we'll figure that out relatively soon. But the Cup Series schedule is already set in stone.
I wish Adam would have finished his teaser video with the tire.
Well, I can't.
What?
It's part of it. I'm making a
Oh,
similar similar to
Okay.
what I did for season 4. It was much later. It was right before the season started. But for season 5, I am working on a video, and it's going to be not like just a hype video like the last one was, but it's also going to be more of like I call it like a game trailer style video, and some of the really big announcements. I don't know if it's going to be the announcement or not. I mean, it might be on the podcast, or they might play it on the podcast. We haven't talked about it, but some of the really big announcements and changes that we're doing are going to be in that video. So I am actively working on it, and once we figure out a couple of these decisions and get it set in stone, I think it's going to be sweet. So that's going to be part of it, though, Richard. That will be in that video, most likely at the very beginning.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm just reading. But yeah, that's the fun, exciting news. A little peek behind the curtain of what's going on, and Yeah, super excited. Where do we go from there, though? Cole, I can promise you Long Beach is not the finale.
Yeah, no, we won't.
We
We
can't-
won't finale a race out
yeah.
of it, of course.
We can't promise much, but we can promise Long Beach is not the finale.
Oh, Nürburgring though, we might do that as a finale. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
I
the
would.
Nürburgring Oval.
I resign.
Done.
I'm certainly not
Solid.
doing race control for it.
12-mile long oval.
For Nürburgring.
Yeah. Certainly not doing race control for the Nuremberg.
Oh man, that would be wild to run as a NASCAR.
Here we are in hour
Sounds
number
terrible.
3, lap 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Every car would probably be out of the race for damage.
There's 3 cars running at the moment.
Yeah, it would not be pretty.
I bet 80% of the field would be like, "I'm starting parking. That's it."
Now, if that were the case, I mean, would it depend on how much further you go on down the track, how much further you make it?
If it makes us furthest in the lap.
Oh jeez. But no, I will say next season's schedule, like we've already basically seen it, and Steven did a phenomenal job on this schedule this season. I literally had zero like gripe input about it. It was
I was
perfectly laid
shocked.
out. It was beautifully placed.
I had zero input as well. It's almost like he's been doing it for 5 seasons and figured it out or something.
Yeah, I was shocked that no one had input or like really anything against just a
No.
first draft. Really,
You did a really, really good job. So
well, I appreciate it. I tried to cover all the bases and nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. Very, very standard schedule. So,
as a random fun fact, I have been using this Allen wrench as a fidget spinner this entire podcast, and I just realized it. So I'm going to put this down. Everything's fine. I'm fine.
Neurodivergency.
Something. No, but I am, man. I hope it's no secret this has been kind of a tough season at times. So I think it's time for some changes. I think it's time, and not like we're going to be super strict, more strict, and take out fun things. We're trying to add variety, add changes to make, not only the product better, but just give everybody something a little bit different. Everybody likes different things. Some people like one car over another car. Some people like stages. Some people don't like stages. Some people like this, that, and the other thing. And we're gonna, make some changes, and hopefully I'm really excited for it, though. I think it's gonna benefit the league in different ways, each choice we make. So I hope you guys stick around for it. I know we are I guess I might as well talk about that. We are going to be losing a handful of guys. I know there were some feelings getting shot around earlier in the Discord, which is fine. Everybody has feelings, but obviously we're, don't ever want to lose anybody from the league, but everybody has their own decisions to make and the reasons they make those decisions. So I no ill will towards anybody, but I appreciate everybody who's been here with us since the beginning and our new guys, and I hope you stick around for season 5 because I think you guys are going to like it. So,
and we still have a wait list of a whole bunch of drivers that we hope are still interested in the league. So we still feel like this league will fill out to full capacity again.
I am not even remotely stressed out about it. We have a pretty decent wait list, and we always have kind of a run of people that seem to show up during the off season for different reasons. So I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm not happy anybody's leaving. But I have no feelings about it as far as negative feelings go. So looking forward to maybe getting some new blood in the league and seeing what kind of contenders that brings us.
Very well said. Well, guys, let's go ahead and pick who you think is going to 1, win at Nashville, and then 2, let's pick our champion.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick my race winner.
Oh, Richard's like, I want it. I'm doing it now.
He's been on an upward swing. He's had a great end of the regular season. I think if he can continue his consistency there with his long run pace, I think Carl Pooler can pull it off.
I was last time we were there. I was doing good until I overblocked on a restart and got wrecked. So I actually really enjoy National Super Speedway. So thank you for that vote of confidence. But I'm excited.
Overblocked. I think you just blocked unsuccessfully, but I don't know if you can overblock. But yeah, we'll go with that. And I agree. I think good pick, Richard. That's nice.
Oh well, then I'm going to pick low hanging fruit. I'm going to pick Dustin Stallings to win
All right,
National
I was
Super
waiting for it.
Speedway.
He picked it so fast. I knew it.
So quick. Hey,
So
there was a
quick.
pause, and I had to just fill the void there. So I just saw an opportunity and took it.
I respect that.
Comfortable pause also.
Oz.
Adam, I'll let you go.
Ooh, you know,
I don't.
I was gonna pick Brendan because he's been a lot more consistent. He's been fast, but I feel like Brendan is not a tire saver, if I remember correctly. I don't feel like that's a strong suit of his.
Sounds like a slur.
Like clankers. Did you guys know that's
Yeah.
that's the slang for robots and AI now is clankers with a hard R. Anyway,
Are you kidding?
no, that's real.
That's
It was
legit.
on
Yeah.
it was on the news. It clankers.
Oh, that means it's
So
real.
the next time, yeah, I know, right? That was a stupid
It's
thing
going to
say,
be
but-
in the OED next year. Watch.
So the next time you
My
get an
God.
automated spam call, yell clanker and hang up. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go just based on
Bet.
what I've seen him do on concrete tracks and with tire savings. Probably go with Johnny for this one at Nashville.
Very solid there. Can't hate on that. I'm gonna go with the concrete king himself, Isaiah. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna do it, and I was like, no, I'll refrain.
mean,
And now I
that's
regret
probably
everything.
ill-willed, but
Was that intentional, or did you just straight actually forget?
no, that was intentional.
No, we
Okay.
didn't forget. Good lord, been talking about it for a week.
I might have a lot of head trauma, but not that much head trauma. But no, really, I'm gonna go with Dakota Camper. Last time we were here, he was very strong, and just based off of that memory, I'm gonna pick Dakota Camper. Bang. All right, and your champion for the BRB Butt Kicker Cup Series Season 4 is Richard.
I'm going
Not
to go
really-
with
well,
another
it's
teammate of
fine.
mine. I'm going to have to go with Johnny Wood Jr. I know he's had a really rough season. He still races really strong. He's really fast. Which I don't know. Like Carl, I can usually figure out some things to help him with, but Johnny, I know he's been fast. He's just been really caught up in some odd nonsense, is what he's been just caught up in. But if he can stay
Odd
out of the
nonsense.
if he could just stay out of the nonsense, I think Johnny can steal this championship away from. I'm assuming one of you three are going to pick him.
Not I.
Carl, you want to go? You go in the same order we did.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I have like 2 or 3 different drivers that are in the front of my mind. I'm trying to choose the best one. Man, I'm gonna have to choose Dustin again. Just he has the momentum, he has the speed, he has the consistency. 7 top 5s, 10 top 10s, the most bonus points of anyone in the league. I mean, it's hard to battle against that, and he's good on road courses, he's good on ovals, he's good on really anywhere we go, and I think he's only gotten better. So I don't see a downswing unless some crazy stuff happens. So I'm gonna say Dustin for your champion, season 5.
Yeah, Dustin's had a great season. There's no reason to not think he can't continue. I don't even know if I said that right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Adam, please go ahead.
Oh boy. So we can't pick the same person, right? Is that a rule?
I mean, you can. I don't care. The rules are whatever we want them
Us
to be.
three, we don't, because we typically keep log of it. But I mean, you could go with the same rule if you want.
I
What
got
is that?
Robert
Does
in
somebody
there.
Everybody knows Robert
Yelling
is
a very-
picking Sam Dyer.
Yeah, he
See,
sure is.
unfortunately, you're going to
Knocker.
need bonus points to win the championship. All
Hey,
right,
Yes.
sorry,
Sam did say it's time for him to start racing for stage points. So Sam's going to be up contending now. Oh, well, there's the secrets finally out.
Ah, man, this is tough. I mean, I know who my brain says to pick, but I don't know. I'm gonna pick Kyle Heath.
You mother.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pick Kyle. I mean, obviously, I think just based on his consistency this season, Dustin is probably the overall favorite. Um, for a multitude of reasons. And you got guys like who else do we got up there? We got Johnny and Brendan and Ronnie and a couple of these guys. But especially being up in race control, it gives you kind of a different perspective. And Kyle is just pretty much always up front, man. He's had some bad breaks this season with yellows being untimely or just typical bad deals. But I'm gonna go with Kyle on for my pick.
We knew who Steven was going to pick.
Yeah, typically, like I think it works well us being on the similar brainwave. But in this
It
moment,
does. This
I'm
happens all
rather
this
frustrated about
This
it.
happens all the time.
It does, unfortunately. Originally, I was going to go with Kyle Heath, but I'm just to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to go with Brendan Maddox, and Brendan has really, I think, honed in on his ability to. I don't know if it's just the next gen or if it's other cars too, but um, I'm gonna disregard that, Robert. But
Disregard that.
no, Brendan's really gotten a lot more consistent, and I think he's always had that high end speed or that top end speed to put himself in contention each race. But now he has the consistency to back it up. So even on a race that might not be his best track, he can still finish really well. And I think that's kind of what you need in the chase format. And last season, if I'm not mistaken, I think he finished top 3 at the end of the chase. I don't have that pulled up by any means, but
He was
for some
I don't know
reason,
I don't know if he was maybe he was actually now that I think about it. I can
pulling up standing.
He was certainly in the top 5. So,
Final standing,
I-
he finished 3rd.
yeah, okay.
So again, and that was last season. And this season, I think he's taken that next step to get to the level where he can compete for a championship and battle his teammate Dustin, or even if it's Kyle Heath or Ronnie Osmer or Johnny Wood Jr. Like it's good talent up front this season, and it's going to be a really good battle to see. So, Brendan Maddox, it is.
I think those are all good picks. I appreciate everyone's picks.
You can't go wrong with the pick unless you pick someone that's not in the chase. Okay, I mean that wasn't a shot, but if you want to take it. But well, I think that's all I'm happy with covering.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
also.
I think
don't really-
we covered the gambit. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out over the next, between now and the last race of the season. So looking forward to kind of getting into all that and rolling it out. But I think for tonight we hit all the main points. I can't think of anything else. Apparently someone intentionally cheated on Tuesday, so I guess we have to look at that now. Thanks
yeah.
for more work, but that's fun. Anyway, we'll deal with that offline. So
Yep. And the chase start of chase standings will come out before the chase race, so I'll tell you that. And then required decals for the chase drivers will be coming out tonight as well. So be on the lookout for that.
big shout out real quick to I don't know if it was a combined effort, but the Maddox brothers did do the chase banners and stuff this season. So thank you to them for doing it. Typically I do it, and this season I didn't have to. So thank you.
And also, just a heads up for everybody, they're not Maddox Graphics anymore. They are MX Wraps. So
It's wraps.
they did rebrand themselves to MX Wraps.
And I
My B,
apologize for
please
telling
don't
them
sue me.
to do one color of the banner, and then they showed it to Adam, and Adam's like, "Why is this not the color it's supposed to be?" And then they had to redo it, and
Yeah, that was just
that's on me.
I didn't care. I thought they looked nice, but we do have sponsors, and our sponsors aren't picky about a lot. But that is one thing that they are particular about. So it's just practice. It's just more practice for the MX. Is it MX
MX Raps.
design?
Graphics.
MX
MX wraps.
Good Lord, people, you clankers.
Clankers.
Hey, whipper clankers.
It's already in general. Braxton apparently loves this. So
Awesome. Well, thank you all three of y'all and Robert for being here tonight. It was nice to get back on a Thursday and be all together. It's really weird being in here doing this, but yeah, thank you guys. Until Tuesday. Chase starts on Tuesday. Check it out on Pit Stop TV. Do we have a race title?
we do. It is the hold on, it's here. I'm having a stroke.
Clanker 200.
The
Don't do that.
Gilbert's Fleet 250. This is sponsored by Zachary King.
That was
Um,
Homestead, wasn't it?
This is oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Yep, you're
He
right.
is having a stroke. Adam, are you
Shameless
okay? Blink
plug.
twice.
I have had a terrible day. Hold on one second. Yeah, give me 1 minute.
Should
I
have
got
asked
it right.
Steven to share that Red Bull with you.
Which one?
Yeah, I'm drinking
Which
a
one?
non-caffeinated seltzer water because I'm old.
Would this Oktoberfest have helped you? Should I have shared it?
I'm out of rum, which is terrible. I usually do have rum on podcast nights, but okay, here we go. Season 4 schedule. It is the SF Designs 250 at Nashville Super Speedway. So
SF
Awesome.
Designs. Okay.
SF Designs 250.
Catch us on Tuesday on Pit Stop TV at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all again, and I think it's time to buckle it up.
Buckle it
Right.
up.
Buckle it up.
Buckle it up.
Or
you'll
die.
die.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
rough, but thank
That
you
was-
guys
right.
for
well,
tuning in.
we're getting back in the
Thank you.
swing of things, man.
We are.
It was
And
never
don't
that
tune in.
coordinated, but
If you have any questions, feel free to send it to any of the admins, submit a ticket, DM, whatever you want to contact us, and we look forward to next season and the new blood that we get in here. Oh yes, big shout out, of course, to Butt Kicker, Sundance Pizza, Advanced GG, MX Wraps, Ideal Lease, Ascendance Trucks, and RevSimShop.com.
And Performance Food Group.
Nah, they don't matter.
Oh, okay.
that MX
I
Wraps
can
thing is,
say that. No one else can.
that
Oh,
MX
okay.
Wraps is going to be rough, man. I'm
Yeah,
going to be
that-
saying Maddox Graph MX Wraps for at least 2 months. So, yikes.
We will see y'all next week, and US Foods can kick rocks. Good night.